Alright, to start off this video, we're going to be finishing up our emeralds that we're going to be crafting the necklaces. I believe I have 800 or something left in the bank, so it'll take us maybe 30 to 45 minutes in total just to finish that set. And as you can probably tell by now, that's exactly, how many is it, 3 or 4 steps? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 steps away from the bank. So again, as I mentioned in a previous video, it's basically the closest to a bank in free-to-play, and the second closest bank in all of RuneScape, besides the fort. Alright, I got sidetracked a little bit, but basically I'm just running around the city on the water to just show that you can actually sail around. Well, it's not sailing, but you're basically rowing around the city. You do it for a couple quests, but yeah, there's officially boat sailing? No, boat sail. Well, rowboating in RuneScape 3. So for a city the size of you'd think that it would have a lot more amenities. There are some things, like for example, there's a spinning wheel, not spinning wheel, but a pottery wheel here, pottery kiln here, farming patch here, that's for mushrooms, and then an altar, rune crafting altar. Then the general store, which is kind of off the map over here, achievements here, but basically, again, it's a pretty big map. I mean, let's open up the world map. So it's supposed to be a large, you'd expect, again, something, maybe it's the size of Falador, or I'm not exactly sure what size it is, but I really think it needs a little bit more content, definitely. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous video, but in the past, you used to require that you would complete the Family Crest quest to be able to store gold in the furnace. I believe that, though, for some time now, you have been able to deposit gold into the furnace, but it probably was a requirement. Now, I don't know whether or not it's just a requirement for pure free-to-play, or basically any account that hasn't done Family Crest, but if it is a Family Crest requirement, then, well, it's one of those things where you do stuff in members that you can't do in free-to-play. Actually, one thing I noticed from crafting a couple days ago was that if you're directly perpendicular towards the bank chest, then you can actually stand a couple squares away and then load the bank preset while not moving really at all. Unfortunately, because the smelt furnace is over here, you'd have to run all the way back here to the bank chest to use your last preset from. And again, I looked up on the RuneScape wiki that accursed urns actually do get picked up by the accursed urn. I'm sorry, not the accursed ashes that drop from lesser demons and greater demons. They do get picked up by, they do get picked up by the accursed urn. So I guess I'll start making those instead of the fishing urns once I go to places like lesser demons or greater demons for magic training and also melee training too. So apparently, if you're smithing a lot of items that aren't stackable, you know, like plate bodies, chain bodies, maybe square shields, even if people do that, but yeah. Once you smith at the anvil, it's going to fill up your inventory, even if you're using the bars that you access through the anvil shop. So looks like this bank chest is also a good option if you really need to bank stuff. Otherwise, just keep using the artisan's workshop. I mean, you'll get respect that way. But if you don't want respect, then again, Achilles' workshop is a pretty good stuff for smithing also. All right, that's all our emerald necklaces done. It's now time to go to G and sell them. And look at that, our necklace is sold for about 4.46 mil. So that was actually kind of expected. Let's see what the history was per. Sorry, it's not there yet. We're going to check out the history. See how much each one was bought for. 5,138. Alright, so it's a pretty good money maker, more or less. Especially for an AFK method like training. I mean, in crafting, there are a lot of good training methods that are also profitable. I mentioned, I believe, Green Dragon had shields. I believe I did in an episode or two ago, although actually maybe I might not have. So probably from here on out when I train crafting, I'm just going to be crafting green d'hide or blue d'hide shields. Those are the best money makers in the free game, at the very least. Green d'hide shields actually made me some money last time I did that because I was using a portable crafter and we saved some materials. So it's a good idea, I think. Okay, we just hit 40 respect a couple minutes ago. Let's get our reward from Eachel. I'm thinking I can buy that. Let's see, I'll definitely buy the Psalm Smith though, because we're going to need that. Confirm. And there we go. We have our Psalm Smith respect. Or not respect, but our unlock. Alright, for the next little while, I'm just going to be AFKing some skills with the GE, trying to get our proper skilling pets, like the prayer one and the cooking one. The other pets are all basically just combat with magic, range, and strength. Yeah, so I'll see y'all in the next bit. Okay, I should definitely check World 3, I think, to see if there are porters at the GE or the Combat, well, not Combat Academy, but the Lumbridge Market. In the past, back when there was still the Combat Academy, but also I think with the new sort of market they implemented to replace it. I think that it's possible they may still have some porters there, but pretty sure that the GE on World 3 should definitely have them anyway. Okay, there are definitely some good portables here. Let's check out World 3 Lumbridge Market. And it looks like Lumbridge Market is deserted. Alright, so we're going to check if we can burn our bones over portable brazier. Let's check it right now. And yes, we can burn them over the brazier. Okay, so when you use the big bones on the brazier, that gets you about 70 XP each. The bones themselves on the GE cost about 150, 140 GP each, so that's about 2 GP per XP. And let's see how much XP we get if we burn the dragon bones. 338 XP, so that's 2k each, or 7 XP, 7 GP per XP. But the dragon bones are a lot quicker, so that's something definitely want to take into consideration. The reason I have a number of dragon bones is because I was collecting them in free-to-play before necromancy came out, because for the rituals, some of them require dragon bones, but they weren't all that useful because quickly I made it to a point where you needed the higher level bones that aren't available in free-to-play. So that's where my kind of stack comes from, and I'm probably going to just burn through it all. And another thing about this is that you can left-click, use the portable brazier, and it will burn your bones for you. I'm sorry, I lied. I just had one log in my inventory, and I was the only one it ended up burning. Alright, hang on. We're just doing our Divine Daily Challenge, or not Daily Challenge, but Daily Moneymaker with our Divine Kemet Burrow. We're getting Poor Kemet first, which are about 10k each. Nope, 9k. Beast Meat, which are 1.2k, but it can really sell for a lot more or less depending on the markets. That's basically because they have a really low buy volume, buy volume. Alright, so we just sold off our Polar Kemet furs and our raw beast meat for 60k in total. Not too bad. I do actually have an old guide about how to create the Kemet burrows on my YouTube channel. It has no commentary, it's just basically like a music playover. But yeah, it's there if you're interested. May or may not make a new one, just as I did with my Polar Kibitz one. And Polar Kibitz will basically get you the exact same loot, although actually won't give you the common fur. But yeah, common fur is basically worthless. Alright, here's a new milestone, 20 million XP in fire making, as you can see in our chat. It's not really what we're going for. We already have Bernie, but it's a nice achievement to actually get. So about, let's see, 244k XP away from 102 prayer. Yeah, looks like, well, we have over 1k, we definitely have over 1k dragon bones in the bank, so it won't be long before we get that, as long as we keep this up. Oh, I see there's an add bones feature on the portable brazier. Whoops. So I'm trying out a way to train magic using lesser demons. Usually you'd also use range here because they're weak to bolts, but because I'm high enough level and I have a Gravite staff, I'm hitting every time. Now, lesser demons have 5k HP each, 5k LP each, or however you want to say it. Some people call it LP, others HP. Basically, one advantage is that it's pretty AFK. They do sometimes drop a little bit of food, but the downside is that, of course, you do end up using food even at very high levels. So as you can see, I'm still taking some damage from these lesser demons, and they give about 250 XP each because they have 5,000 life points. So it's hard to say whether exactly they are the best kind of XP in the game, but I think that they could be pretty decent. But as far as I know, though, I'll probably end up testing the exact XP gains after a while, or in another video. I should also probably mention that I'm in a Lesser Demon dungeon in the middle of Conja Volcano. It's very low level requirement. It's just 25 dungeoneering to access, but of course this place is pretty empty like 99% of the time, so you could just go outside. Not go outside in real life, but yeah, maybe you should do that too. You don't have to go outside of the dungeon, or inside the dungeon rather, to get some decent XP rates. But yeah, one of the great advantages of lesser demons is they don't hit harder than they hit less hard than greater demons rather. So that's definitely a positive. Even in pay to play though, even with like some decked out necromancy tank gear, then they'll still hit you, and you have to use soul split and I think the other abilities to try to heal back your health. So this looks like a good place to end off this video. If you did like it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as was the case with the previous two videos, if you comment down below saying that you subscribed, I'll personally respond to you, whether it's a question or comment or feedback or whatever. And again, please not just not just subscribe, but also give a like and share. And I'll hopefully see you guys in the next episode of this series.